YouTube, how's it going? This is Bro Trucker, Hamlet, and I wanted to get on here and talk about this load that I did, man. I didn't finish this load until actually yesterday. I had picked it up last Wednesday. Yeah, last Wednesday. So anyways, I wanted to hop on here and talk about my experience on this freaking load. What has happened on this load, I picked up this load on last week on Wednesday from LG. It was my first load picking up from LG, and I was picking up electronics, TVs, and that sort of stuff. And I was delivering to a PC Richards. I picked up in Texas, in Dallas. And I'm going to Farmingdale, New York, which is Long Island. So I picked it up on Wednesday and I delivered it on Friday. So I get there Friday around 12 p.m. and I didn't think anything of it. They said the appointment time, there was no appointment time. They just go ahead and go there, and they're waiting for you. And let's see. And so I just got a chat. I'm sorry, I was reading. It was gone so fast. Anyways, so let's see if I can figure it out how I could see those chats. Okay, I smashed the like button until it turned blue. Laugh out loud. Thanks, man. Thanks. I have a channel too, but I could do live stream. I'm not good at coming up with things, so I'll stay on the post spot. All right, thanks. So anyways, I'll talk about it again. I picked up in Dallas and delivered Friday. I got there about 12. I wasn't expecting any problems. They said that they were waiting for you. They were waiting for these TVs, and I was like, all right, awesome. Got there Friday 12, and it's Long Island. Yeah, battling traffic throughout the morning, and after I finished doing that, what happened? I get there, and then the guys the guys are on lunch, of course, and so you gotta wait 45 minutes, and then at 1:45 or 12:45, something like that, 12:45, I go back, and then the guy's like, your appointment's not till Tuesday at 1:30. I'm like, okay. Like, it's Friday today. Like, what do you mean? Like, what are we gonna do now? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, well, I can't take you. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, right? Like, you guys are waiting. I was told you guys are waiting for these TVs. He's like, no. He says, nope. There's nothing wrong with this TV. I mean, we don't really need these TVs. There's no urgency in them. And I'm like, all right. I do. The owner operator number, where it's like you have this grease number. You have your grease stash. So like my buddy Hillard wants to call it. You have this money set aside so that you can persuade somebody, like, yo, to get this shit off my truck. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, here's 200, man. Like, get this off my truck. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't playing no games. Like, I got my next load that I'm picking up, and that load was paying about 6 G's, and it was for my weekend run cross country from Farmingdale all the way to Washington, right? It couldn't get any better. And the guy's like, you can't even give me $1,000 and I will take this off with your truck. And I'm like, yo, what's good with you? Like, like, what do you want from me? And then he's like, no, man, I can't take this off your truck. And I'm like, so I gotta wait here till Tuesday. He's like, yeah, your appointment's Tuesday at 1:30. And I'm like, oh man, like, you're gonna have this battle. I'm sorry, all right, I'm gonna call the broker and we're gonna like battle this out, because something's got to change. I can't just be sitting, and I got this other load. And so anyways, what winds up happening, I call the broker, and they are saying, arguing back and forth with the broker and the dispatcher. They're like trying to get a hold of these guys to tell them, like, yo, get this off your truck. And anyways, 3 o'clock rolls around, still no word from anybody. and they're like, hey, my man, you got to get off the property. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, like the time is narrowing down. And of course I already lost my other load by this time, and it was just a matter of getting this thing off my truck. And what wound up happening was that they were like, all right, you know what, let's try to figure something out. Can we leave the trailer here in this yard, you know, because we can probably do some power runs and just, you know, to stay around the, you know, New York City area, you know what I'm saying? And so I try to do those power runs, you know, I wanted to do those power runs, but I call the guy, I go back to the shipper, and I'm like, to the receiver, to PC Richards, and I'm like, can I leave this trailer here? And they're like, no. I'm like, my man's, it's your product. Like, it is your TVs. Like, why can't I not leave it here? Like, you have a big ass yard, right? They have, this yard is so huge, right? That my trailer could have been, my trailer could have been, you know, stuck away somewhere in the corner, right? And you didn't want to just take my trailer and just keep it, you know, keep it to the side or whatever, right? They're like, no. I'm like, you have security here. Like, what's the problem? They're like, we don't want to take responsibility. I'm like, okay, so I'm out here in the parking, I'm out here in the street, and so I got TVs, right? And it's sealed up and everything, right? But anybody could just go back there and just cut that seal, right? And if they cut that seal, now it's my problem, right? It's bugged out, right? It's my problem. And out of all places, my ass is stuck in Long Island, which is, it's not the best place to be stuck with a fucking load of TVs, right? And because that shit will be empty, right? And then that's just one thing, you know? And then the other thing is, like, I'm just a sitting billboard out here for, you know, all the graffiti artists in New York City, you know? So I'm in this dilemma now where, what the hell do I do? You know, I'm in Long Island. I gotta pay tolls coming out of this place. I'm gonna easily lose $100 just on tolls. Like, we're not even talking about gas or anything. I'm gonna lose $100 just getting out of the island, just to get out of this area, you know, because obviously I'm not gonna stay in Long Island all the way till Tuesday, right? So the power runs that scratch out the window, right? Because here's the next thing I thought, you know, maybe I can go to Jersey, you know, and find a place to drop the trailer and have it stored there, you know. But then it would have been, who knows, $15-30 a day, and I had to wait all the way till what, till Friday, till Monday, till Tuesday. So that's what, 15, you know, that's probably another $100, you know. So already I'm at $200 now. And it's just like I'm just losing money, you know. And of course, if I had done that, it would be my luck that somehow in some way I left it in some yard and it still got fucked with, you know what I mean? And it's bugged out, right? Because, like, and it still got fucked with, and then again it goes back on me, and I probably won't get paid for the load, you know. So I just said, you know what, fuck it. Just fuck it completely. My house is 350 miles away. 350 miles away, upstate New York. I'm just gonna go home because if I gotta wait till Tuesday and we're here on Friday, I gotta do something good with this time, because there's no way I could just sit in this truck and not do anything productive. Just sit on this load, and then of course, you know, somebody might fuck with the trailer in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping. And of course, you got New York City, you can't fucking idle, you know. But I have an APU, thank God for that. But that's always another thing, you know what I mean? Lovely New York City, man. I was born in, you know, I was raised in the Bronx most of my time, and as soon as I got in the army and I left that life, I really have left that shit behind me. I would never go back there, like, to live ever. And I just, like, I don't mind delivering loads to New York City because I know that, you know, the streets in and out. But man, I do not like being in that place more than fucking 2 days, honestly. So anyways, let's check here the comments. If you guys here Go ahead and hit the like button, mash the like button, and we'll keep talking about. Where's your bro? Me and my brother, I haven't made a video about that, but me and my brother haven't, we stopped teaming a month in or whatever. He went to do tanker, and let's see, he went to do tanker, so I needed to do that. Northeast is a highway robbery. The extra money loads paid get being up on tolls, fees, and burnt fuel sitting in traffic. Absolutely, man. You know, they need to pay just a little bit more, you know, because it's, and if it's shit like this, you know what I'm saying? So then anyways, I went home, lost money in lost money in tolls, lost money in time, lost money everything, lost money in the fucking next load that I missed out on, $6,000 cross country run. It was supposed to be a really good week, and that one little fucking hiccup, because you know one guy didn't want to go offload me, I got stuck with that shit. So anyways, went home, got time to enjoy with the wife, the kids, the kid, my baby. And then what wound up happening, I worked on the APU some. I had to replace the radiator. I went ahead and did that, you know. I try to do as much try to be as productive as possible. 350 miles. I easily ate $700 to $1,000 just leaving Long Island just because of that, you know. And go back Tuesday morning, you know. I left Monday night, got there Tuesday at 1:30 at my appointment time. I got there around 11, and I'm like, all right, my mans, I'm here. Like, so they go ahead and back me into a dock. I'm like, okay, finally, the end is near, right? The end is not near. They give me the bill of lading, and the bill of lading right there says, let's see what the hell this thing says. I want to say word for word. Let's see what the hell this fucking shit says. Alright. I get the bill of lading, and it says right there. Let's see if you guys can see that. Damaged and refused. Right? And I'm like, the fuck? Damaged and refused? And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I go back to walk into the trailer, and I see a box in that son of a bitch. One box inside that trailer, and the whole thing is empty. And I'm like, yo, what are we gonna do about this box? And the man is like, yo, we don't take broken products here. And I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me, right? Like, you guys are really fucking with me right now, you know? And excuse my language, you know, but like I'm really like, I'm just trying to make light of all this, you know. And I call the broker. I'm like, hey, I got one broken thing, and it was a sound bar. You know, the things that it's kind of like a digital surround system, but it's like in just a long rectangular looking box. And it was, you know, it's an LG product, and it's a sound bar. And the product is even damaged. It was just a cardboard. Like, what really probably happened is the guy that was offloading me probably screwed it up and dropped it, because there's a perfect line where there's a perfect line where, you know, the damage happened, but it never damaged the product. So I'm like, yo, the thing is not even damaged. Like, you guys can't even mark this up for like 10% off and just take it? They're like, no, we can't do that. We don't take it. I'm like, I'm like, wow, I really can't deal with you. I really can't deal with you folks. Honestly, I can't. And the bugged out part about it was, I called the broker, and they're like, all right, you know, I wasted another 2 hours waiting on for them to come up. You know, it was a Snyder load, waiting on them to come up with a solution. And they're like, you know what? After getting a hold of, you know, some higher ups, they're like, hey, you know what? How big is this box? Does it fit inside your truck? And I'm like, I kind of giggled, you know, like, all right, you know, just because I want to get this shit off and just get to my next pickup, yes, it fits inside the truck, you know, but what are we gonna do? You know, he says, all right, you know, we probably, you could drop it off at the post office, and we'll pay on the postage and all that kind of stuff, you know. I'm like, yo, this box is heavy, and this box is big, like, this shit is gonna be expensive, you know, just letting you know. He's like, yeah, I know. He says, you know, we might let you keep it. I'm like, not getting excited about it, but hey, after all this fucking shit, you know, that's the least I can do. You know, besides all the money I'm getting for detention, which ain't shit. You know, and that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. When these guys give you, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Anyways, I wanted to talk about that. So when these guys give you the money for detention for having you sit all these days, then you really can't like say like, yo, give me a fucking $1,000 per day because I lost $6,000. You know, it's on them. They're the ones that have the fucking, they got the power. They got the power in their hands, you know? And so I'm like, yeah, you stop the team truck, bro. Like, I want $500 a day minimum, you know, starting from fucking Friday. And anyways, comes back. I wind up getting like $300 a day, which ain't shit, but whatever, it's something. And what else happens? I get $200 on detention, so about $1,200 Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days, and then the $200 or $300 on detention. So that's what extra that load had paid out. Like I said, it ain't shit, but hey, at least it's something. That really, and hopefully, I'm gonna show you guys the sound bar because it's sitting in my bunk in the top bunk right now. Check this out. Look at this shit. Don't mind the bags. So anyways, I hope you guys can see that this thing has been screwing up a lot. But anyways, you can see this is where it got damaged. Nothing happened there. And hopefully, if all goes good, LG, that's a good brand. Yeah, I checked that out, bro. My wife checked it out on the you know, on Google or internet and seen how much that shit's worth. $600 that shit's worth. And I'm like, hey, that's a good Christmas. Hey, good Christmas present right around the corner. So, hey, that's the least I could do, man. I hope I get to keep this son of a bitch because, you know, I'm not a free fucking, this is not a free fucking show, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is our livelihood out here. So anyways, like I said, if you guys like this video, go ahead and mash the like button and subscribe, right? I posted this up on the YTTA, so I know I'm gonna have some new guys watching this stuff. I'm trying to be on here a little bit more and talk about different stuff that we deal out here on the road, and as well as maintenance. All right. Under news, I'm gonna be talking about in a couple days, talking about credit and talking about how my credit score is gonna be boosting up, and how I can help you guys get your shit boosted up, and develop business credit. As you guys seen on the network, I'm getting my own trailer right now, because I'm right now. Oh, God, man, come on, dude. So right now I'm getting my own trailer, and hopefully, what's going on? Let's see. I'm trying to get this trailer, and I went through business credit getting that. I did have to do a personal guarantee, but I'm going to drop the plug on that on here because they do deal with startups. All right, and that's huge because all these other places that I was calling on for trailer stuff, none of them wanted to deal with new startup businesses that were in business for a year or less. You know, they all wanted you had to have 2 years business, right? So anyways, we'll make a separate video on that. Like always, hit the like, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, share it out. All right, you're doing great, man. Congrats on that, bro. Keep striving, keep pushing yourself. Thanks, brother. And I want, I want to share this out. I want to, like, I don't want to be the only one doing great. Everybody needs to be doing great in this, because we're all out here, doing the sacrifice, and doing the sacrifice, being away from family, friends, the whole nine, and being out on this road, and a little bit underappreciated, not a little bit, but quite a lot, just a lot, Anyways, check you guys later. This is Hamlet signing off. You guys might see the channel name change. I'm still like working on whether or not I'm gonna be using my name or using Brobo Trucker or the trucking barracks. So just be out for that. All right. Anyways, as always, stay safe and get rich or die trying. Stay later, bro.